You notice where they keep the accordion? I saw my favorite accordion player on TV the other day, Lawrence Welk. Did you ever hear a great story about Lawrence Welk? They're holding up the cue cards and he goes, here's the song you'll all love from World War I. Wonderful, wonderful. Look at all the smoke going up, Father. They must be electing a pope. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody inhales in this room since the cancer scare. You know who's getting wiped out? The people who don't smoke. The smokers are all going, everybody else is going. Remember you used to have those cigarette commercials on TV? Hi, Joe. Hi, Bill. You got beautiful furniture. Got it for Rolly coupons. And that color TV, Rolly coupons. By the way, where's your wife, Mary? She died trying for that coffee table. But I may remarry because I want an electric saw. Oh, it's craziness. Our whole world is wild today. I'll tell you, everything is changing. It's nice to come out and see some young people. I just worked Florida. Everybody was 90 years old in the audience. You're doing your best jokes. They're running to the toilet. You got to pray they got sherbets for dessert. If they got prunes, you got no audience left. Well, I played all over this country. I played some places. Are you kidding? I worked in every Midwest. We got people live in the Midwest, right? The North? Sure. Chicago? We got a lot of Chicago. Chicago's a great city. I'll tell you about Chicago. They'll never go broke like New York. You know why? They've got too many toll booths. That's right, they got toll booths. That's how I found out my car's got 2 axles. They charge you 15 cents an axle. And if you get lost on a toll booth, you get off in the wrong area, you got to ride for 3 hours to get back to the same spot. And you know people who work on toll booths are always nasty because they're in that little booth for 8 hours without going to the bathroom. They get mean. I was there in O'Hare Field at 5 a.m. in the morning when there's no cars around. And I didn't know my way. I said to the guy, how do you get to Cumberland? He said, make a left to right, keep it moving. There was nobody around. He said, keep it moving. I said, got it, I didn't want to look stupid. And I drove for an hour and a half to get back to the same damn spot. And I saw the same guy, so I changed my voice. Go, hey, buddy, how do you get to Cumberland? It's the same as before, fatso. Oh, I worked all over. I even worked in the South. We have people here in the South tonight, right? I worked there. I played there. Are you kidding? I worked Biloxi, Mississippi. I played Gus Stevens in Biloxi. I was doing my act and the guy yelled, hey, Jew. I was halfway to New Orleans. The only thing in front of me was a black trumpet player. He said, I'm not waiting for my name. He was tap dancing backwards, fast I could run forwards. I love the South. You ever go to New Orleans? They talk half Southern, half Brooklynese. I told you for the third time, you going to bourbon on Thursday. That's the way they talk. Here you going to be there, everybody. They talk like that. And you go to the South, names are different. Girls got names like Betty Jo, Billy Jean, Billy Sue, Cindy Mae, Cindy June. And the fellas got those names, Bob Jack, Jimmy Jack, Wheeler Jack, Joe Jack, Billy Jack. You gotta have rhythm to say hello. I was in Troy, Alabama once. I walked in a restaurant. I said, where do Jewish folks hang out? So see that tree? I said, I'm going back to Billy Jack, Wheeler Jack, Joe Jack. And they don't give you potatoes to eat with eggs. They give you grits. Do you ever eat grits? It looks like farina dipped in cement. Grits. It's white and it moves around the plate. The more you eat, the more it multiplies. You can't even stop it with butter. Grits. And go to Alabama, they tell you they raise cotton. You know what they raise? Highway patrolmen. Did you ever see them? They're 7 feet tall. They got names like Bubba. They're so big their shadow could kill a dog. You're a grown man, they stop your car and they go, hey boy. And you go, dada. Boy, you're moving that car offside, driving 5 miles an hour. Speed limit's 4. Now you take my pencil and paper and write what I tell you. Well, did you ever see the California policemen? Blue uniforms, white helmets, and sunglasses. They look like they're gonna walk over the car and go, here is the ticket, follow me to court. They look like Mounties in the Nelson Eddy movie. They'll give you tickets for jaywalking 4:30 in the morning on a side street near your house where somebody's robbing your apartment. And you can't bribe them because they'll handcuff you on the spot. You can tell them anything you want, they don't hear you. Officer, I'm sorry I passed the light. You see, I'm in an iron lung and the clamp broke. And I've got 3 minutes to live. It's a pleasure serving you. Monday be convenient for court. New York City, at least it's different. The police are slightly indignant because they go to slightly indignant school. You put a $10 bill in your wallet where you keep your driver's license, you leave it there. And they call everybody Ace. They named this after a comb. Hey, Ace, you're really moving that damn car. Let me see your license. They walk away, your money disappears, their attitude changes. Jackie, you're driving 90 in the school zone. You almost hit the kid, lucky he's fast. Drive careful, put in some brake fluid, and don't let the dog drive. But California, that's something else. I was there during the earthquake in Los Angeles. I was in bed with a girl I said won't always be this good. I'll tell you, a lot of things change that I don't like. You see, go to movies today, all you see is sex, sex, sex. Every other picture's sex in the movies, right, Father? Dude, I don't like that. To me, sex is a personal thing. Me, if there's a full moon, I jump on a bed. If my wife's in the toilet, she misses it. All right. That's right. If I see a full moon, I leave. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure being here. It's been a pleasure being here tonight. And I want to tell you, it's a great honor to be working with Mr. Frank Sinatra. And I want to tell you something. It's a... No, really. And because you never... There's not too many great stars like Frank Sinatra. And I would tell you... Jerry Vale. That's another great star like Frank Sinatra. Vale. But I'm going to tell you something. You notice in these places, it's getting to the point now where sometimes they put 2 stars on a show and they don't fill the rooms because they've got too many places. Next, they'll be reaching the political arena to get stars. I'll show you a booking in the very near future. Can I have a Tiffany roll, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Caesar's Palace is proud to present the Premier of Uganda, Idi Amin Dada.
Pale moon shining on the fields below. Jack Frost nipping something low, yes. Oh, Pop, oh, Louis, oh, I know that it's sleepy time. Down south of Ribbon. Oh, yeah. Good night. Thank you.
Jackie Yale. Come on here, Jack. Come here. Hey. Come on here and take a bow. Take a nice bow. Get on this thing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to Caesar's Palace. We stopped for a moment to tell you that if you haven't been told, we are televising the show tonight because it's all part of a large format that is to be shown in 1982. After the joint is bankrupt, they're going to pick up a little money then. No, seriously. This show consists of all of the people who work here at Caesar's Palace, such as myself and Sammy, Old Brown Eye, and Tom Jones, Ann Margaret, Paul Anka, Andy Williams, etc., etc., etc. And each time somebody plays here, they're going to photograph it. Dwight Hemian and some guy named Smith, who's his partner. John Alfred E. Smith. You're still a licking, guys. Laugh it up. Anyway, they're taking a piece of each of us as we work here. And I got enough pieces left to give away in case anybody's interested. The door. And so we will begin our part of the show, and here you go. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Hit my lips, I want to lose them. Take these arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? got the part, once was my heart. So why not take all of me? All of me, step up and grab all of me. Can't you see, I'm just a mess without you. Get these lips, I wanna lose them. Get a piece of these arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I ever make it without you? You got the part, once used to be my heart. Why not take all of me? Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time she'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't wander away. She's gonna hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the first time and that time before. Everybody loves a winner, but nobody loves me. Mr. Peaceful, Mr. Happy, that's what I want to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's got to happen sometime. Maybe this time I'm gonna win. A winner, but nobody loves me. Mr. Peaceful, Mr. Happy, that's all that I long to be. Now all the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. Happen sometime. Maybe this time I'm gonna win. For dinner at 8. She loves the theater and she never come in here late. She'd never bother with anyone she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't dig dice games with barons and earls. Never goes to a party dressed in ermine and pearls. Will not dish the dirt with the rest of those girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves the warm, sweet wind in her hair. Life without care. She's broke, but but it's so she's all alone when she lowers her lamp. That's why the lady is a tramp. She gets much too hungry, babe, to wait there for dinner at 8. She adores the theater, however, never arrives late. She'd never bother, baby, with a bum that she'd hate. That's why this chick is a champ. Doesn't dig dice games with Sharpies and frauds. Never makes a trip up to Harlem dressed in Lincolns and Fords. Will not dish the dirt with the rest of those broads. That's why this chick is a champ. She loves the warm, sweet, gentle, cool super wind in her hair. Life's without a care. She's broke avant She hates California because it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that is why the lady, that's why lady is a tramp. Thank you very much. You're very kind. That, of course, was Rodgers and Hart and The Lady's a Tramp, arranged by Billy Byers. Here's some love songs played beautifully by our string section. This is Jimmy Webb. This time we almost made those pieces fit, didn't we, girl? This time we nearly made some sense of it, didn't we, girl? And this time I held the answer right here in my hand. Then I touched it, and it had turned to sand. This time we almost sang our song in tune, didn't we, girl? This time we nearly made it up to the moon, didn't we, girl? And this time we almost made our poem rhyme. And this time we nearly made that long, hard climb. Didn't we almost make it this time? This time. Anyway, Don Costa's wonderful arrangement of Didn't We? Here's something quite beautiful by the Gershwin brothers, arranged by Don Costa. Maybe once or twice in your lifetime you may have felt this way. I have. And if I did, everybody did. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that she turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although I may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to her heart I'll carry the key. Won't you tell her, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Won't you tell her, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Over me. Thank you. If you ever wanted to sing a love song to your girl, this is the song. It never says I love you, but it says it all. George Harrison wrote it and arranged beautifully by Nelson Riddle. Something in the way that she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way that she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You better believe and how. Somewhere in her smile, she knows I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I ain't gonna lose her now. Better believe it now. You're asking me, will my love grow? Well, I don't know. No, I don't know. But you hang around, Jack, it might show. I don't know. No, I don't know. Something in the way she smiles. All I gotta do is think of her. Something in those things that she shows me. I ain't gonna lose her now. You better believe it now. You're asking me, will my love grow? Well, I don't know. No, I don't know. You stick around, Jack, it's gonna show. But I don't know, no, I don't know. Something in the way she moves, and all I gotta do is just think of her. Something in the way that she woos me. I don't plan to lose her now. Better believe and how. I don't plan to lose her now. Nelson Riddle's beautiful arrangement. It's something. By George Harrison. By George Harrison. All right. Thank you very much. We turn now from the strings. First of all, I think we should have to take a bow. Strings, get up. Beautifully played. Glorious. Okay, Mom. Here's a little jazz treatment of something you know. We feature our quartet. Baubles, bangles, hear how they ring, ring-a-ling-a. Baubles, bangles, and beads. Sparkles, spangles, hear how they jing, jing-a-ling-a. Wearing baubles and beads. You'll glitter and gleam so you're gonna make somebody dream, so that someday he may get you a ring, ring-a-ling-a, and you know where that's gonna lead. When you're wearing baubles, bangles, and beads. Gene Kelly. Best in the world from Los Angeles, playing guitar solo. That was another gumbado over here from Las Vegas, Vinnie Falcone over here. And the pickpocket playing the bass. There's another gumbado. Chirico from Los Angeles. Baubles, bangles, hear how they ring, ring-a-ling-a. Baubles, bangles, and beads. Spangles, sparkles, hear how they jing, jing-a-ling-a. When you're wearing all those beads, you'll glitter and gleam so you're gonna make some poor soul dream, so that someday he may snatch you a ring, ring-a-ling-a, and you know where all of this stuff's gonna lead. When you're wearing baubles, bangles, and beads. I mean all those baubles, bangles, and those cuckoo beads. Alviola, Vinnie Falcone, Gene Chirico, and Eric Cochran. Please rise. Up. Good boy. Down. Hey, boy. Hey, that ain't bad. 3 cumbadas out of 4. Oh, he's half Italian, though, Herb is. See, he's married to a Sicilian chick, Rosie. You know, every time the 3 or 4 of us get on a corner, we have a discussion, we get a subpoena. You get more than 3 Italians, you get a piece of paper. Well, what are you guys talking about? That's all they want to know. What are you talking about? I'll tell you what we're talking about, but it's got a mixed audience here. What do you got now? You're all right, Charlie. One of these days, there's a medley of saloon songs for you that we usually do one song, but this is a wonderful arrangement done by Nelson Riddle of 2 sensational songs. First one written by Harold Arlen and Ira Gershwin, the second one by Rodgers and Hart. And it tells the story, the usual story of the poor guy whose chick has split and left him holding a dram of grass and about 68 cents on the kitchen table and some bad claret wine that she had about a month old or something that she made herself. He knew that because one day when she was nude, she had purple feet. That's how he found out she was making the wine. You know what I mean? Oh, jeez. Oh, so she left in the VW with 4 flats. And I don't mean the key either. I mean the tires. Anyway, here it is, arranged by Nelson Riddle. The night is bitter, the stars have lost their glitter, the winds get colder, and suddenly you're old. And all because of the gal who got away. No more her eager call, the writings on the wall, all those dreams you dreamed, they have all gone astray. The gal who won you, she's run off and undone you. That great beginning has seen the final inning. I don't know what happened. It's all a crazy game. No more that all-time thrill, because you have been put through the mill, and never a new love will ever seem the same. Once I laughed when I heard her saying that I'd be playing solitaire, uneasy in my easy chair. It never entered my mind. Once she told me I was mistaken, that I'd awaken with the sun and order orange juice for one. It never entered my mind. She had what I lack myself. Now I even have to scratch my back myself. Once she warned me that if she scorned me, I'd say a lover's prayer again and wish that she were there again to get into my hair again. It never entered my mind. Good riddance, goodbye. Every trick of hers you are on to. But fools will be fools. And where's she gone? Where has she gone? The road gets rougher, it's lonelier and it's tougher. With hope you burn up, tomorrow maybe she'll turn up. There ain't no let up, the live long night and day. Since this world began, there ain't nothing sadder than a long lost loser looking for his guy who got away. Please come back. Won't you come back? Thank you very much. Harold Allen, Ira Gershwin, Rodgers and Hart, and Nelson Riddle's wonderful arrangement. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind, and you show great class. No, your way we're going to do. Hey, I don't come on your job and tell you what to do. I don't show you how to pour the whiskey in the bottles. I just drink it. Speaking of that, folks, it is now post time. How come of all the years, excuse me, how come all the years that Joey Lewis was the greatest saloon entertainer, I think we'll agree, ever lived in bars and saloons where he worked. How come nobody ever put out a whiskey called Post Time? Seriously, with his picture on the bottle, instead of Jimmy Carter or Billy Carter. Right? I mean, Jimmy Carter wouldn't even let hard liquor in the White House. How the hell does he dare do a thing like that in the United States of America occur? Can you see him saying to, what's her name, Jocelyn? What's her name? Jocelyn? Can you see him saying to his wife, hey, baby, what kind of wine we gonna have with the grits? I mean, you gotta know what kind of wine to have with all the food. Correct? Correct. And no, post time it should have been. That would have been a hell of a package to make, believe me, with Joey Lewis with the drink like this here, like he used to look. And remember the words of Joey Lewis, who said the deathless phrase, "A friend in need is a pest." I wish you everything that you want for yourselves and your children and your families and their families in later years. More than anything else, a great deal of health. I drink to you, salute. Padre. And may it, cent'anni uno. As long as you're going to wish 100 years, add another year to it. In case I get by the 100. And may you live to be 150 years old, and the last voice you hear is mine. Now, who the hell do you want to hear? Claudine Lange? One of the great marksmen of all times? She's a great singer. The sheriff can tell you that up there. She studied under the same vocal coach that Margaret Truman and Carol Burnett and Dinah Shaw and a couple other broads studied under her. And I don't mean Burt Reynolds either. I'm talking about a vocal coach. Hey, I'm in a good mood. Turn it on. Ah, we have a request. I've heard it already, but we had it before the show started. Shh. When I want you to speak, we'll turn the lights on you. No, I don't mean that facetiously. I mean that abruptly. What the hell does that mean anyway? I mean that abruptly. Come on, it's hot up here. Oh, you take your jacket off. No, I don't do that kind of act. And Tom Jones or one of those cats. No, I leave my clothes on. No, I'm not knocking that, but I don't do that. I like my suit. It was a cost of $65 for the suit. This is a song by Jimmy Van Heusen and Sammy Kahn, arranged by Nelson Riddle for a film we did years ago that was hidden the minute it was finished. Warner Brothers stuck it in a closet somewhere, and I couldn't blame them. No, not really. It was kind of fun to make. It had in the picture, aside from myself, we had, as I said earlier, old Brown Eyes Sammy and old Red Eyes, Mr. Martin. He was in the picture. We saw him, but he never saw us for the whole 7 weeks it took to shoot it. And Joey Bishop and the wonderful Mr. Crosby and a whole bunch of people were in the picture. And in this particular scene in the picture, I did this song at the top of the courthouse steps where I was just acquitted. I finally won one in a movie. I've been before more grand juries than a prosecutor. You think I'm joking? Check the records. Excuse me, madam. I thought they gave up gold teeth, madam. I thought they put all porcelain in now. That's the worst joke I ever heard. Mother's ass life. If my friend father wasn't here, would I tell you about the madam? What are you all staring at? I can't tell you what I'm drinking because I will offend somebody. True? I can tell you it's a bourbon, that's all. It's a bourbon. Because... No, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. No. Spanish fly and ginger ale. It was originally made by General Franco before he cashed in. Now this could only happen to a guy like me, and only happen in a town like this. And so I say to each of you most gratefully, as I throw each one of you a kiss. Oh. This, I'll find it. This is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of people too. People who they smile at you, and each time that I roam Chicago is, it's calling me home. Chicago is, it makes me jump up and down. It's my kind of town. Town, Chicago is my kind of razzmatazz, and it has all that jazz, and each time that I leave Chicago is, it's grabbing my sleeve. Chicago and at the Wrigley Building, Chicago is the Chicago Cubbies. Chicago is one town that'll never, never let you down. It's mine, all of it is mine, my kind of town. Chicago, 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 my kind of town. Chicago. Out of Chicago. Si chiama Chicago. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, we have something that's been a request here. A friend of mine who comes every night to see the show, an old friend, is carrying a kind of a large torch. Truthfully, you don't know who he is. He's just a friend of mine. And drink here, but don't eat here. It's called an agita. You know what agita is? R-O-A-I-L-O-E-I-O-D-E-S. He asked me every night to sing this song for him, and I know what that is there, about holding up one of them torches. Of course, I'm a good friend of Eddie Fisher's and Richard Burton. This is a song that's truly a request by Stephen Sondheim, and it's a strangely written song in the fact that he's placed it in the locale or realm of a circus tent. And it's about two people who have been together for many, many years without putting the ring on the finger. And one day, one of them gets restless and decides to split. The other one at the same moment says, I'd like to make it solid. So this is the plea of the person who's waiting behind. Be he left me there. It's Stephen Sondheim, Send in the Clowns. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, and you in midair. Send in the clowns. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, and one who can't move. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I stopped opening doors, finally finding the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, so sure of my lines, and nobody's there. Don't you love a farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. I'm sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Don't bother. They're here. Stephen Sondheim, played beautifully by Bill Miller. I think. That's a wonderful song, truly great song. If you ain't a drinking man, that'll get you to the saloon in a hurry, baby. And I don't trust anybody who doesn't drink. There's something wrong with him. He either has a social disease or there's something wrong with him. Yeah, baby. I like these conventions you guys have when I'm working here. I usually get the nuts and bolts guys with the cards on here, hardware. I'm Charlie Brown, I'm in nuts and bolts. Get that mood to nuts and bolts. Who the hell needs nuts and bolts? How you gonna drink a bolt? Jeez. I mean, he does it to me. I go to his church, he does it to me, I do it to him when he comes to my church. What do you got here? Oh, this is Billy May's arrangement of a marvelous old song, good song, by Ruby Bloom and Ted Koehler. Don't worry, don't you worry about me, I'll get along. forget about me and be happy, my love. Let's say that our little show is over, and so the story ends. Why not call it a day, but in a sensible way, and we'll remain friends. Look out for yourself should always be the rule. Give your heart and your love to whomever you love, babe. Don't you be a fool. Baby, why stop to cling to some fading thing that used to be? So if you can forget, don't you worry about me. Nice. Baby, why stop to cling to some fading thing that used to be? And if you can forget, don't you worry about Thank you very much. Thank you. What a marvelous band. What a band. What a night. What a show. Well, I'd like to present to you, for your pleasure, you know, all performers are happy about other performers coming in to see them, or dignitaries, or so on and so forth. But I consider all of you dignitaries, because if you bother to come in and see me, you got some guts. No, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean. But sometimes there are people here. Thank you. I love you too. And I think sometimes when there are folks here who are of the a dignitary from some world, would like to see, you'd like to see them up close. And I've been informed that a very dear friend of mine, I'm trying to see where he's sitting before I announce him, is sitting in the audience. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. He's one of the great mayors of this city, of this country, excuse me. One of the great mayors of this country, of a great city. A tough city to operate, but he's done a hell of a job with it. Mayor Tom Bradley from Los Angeles, California, right over there. Hello, Tom. Glad to see you. That's a great man, Mr. Bradley is. He's a hell of a man. And one of my old and dearest, not old, one of my longtime friends and dearest friends, maybe 2 or 3 in my lifetime, I feel very close to. Because he's a mensch in one form of language, he's a gumbar in another form of language, and he's a genius in all languages. He's an absolute genius. Mr. Orson Welles is sitting right up there. Hello, Jake. That's my man. He's a hell of a guy. And I want to tell you, he's some big guy, too. I just wish he had made Citizen Kane for Louis B. Mayer, who would have thrown up for 6 months. Because Mayer was a close friend of William Randolph Hearst, who was another schmuck when he was alive. Hey, you ain't getting no jokes from me. I tell you the actual facts. He was a bigot, and he never changed. Now that he's dead, doesn't change anything. He was a schmuck then, and he's a bigger one now. He buried more nice people in the world because he didn't like the way they looked. And he had some creeps working for him, too. Madon, were they bums. Westbrook Pegler, Dorothy Kilgallen, the broad with no chin. You remember her? Oh, he hired all of the real killers, all of the real buriers he hired, pallbearers. But eventually, 6 of his friends carried him by the handles, and we got rid of him. I'm laying 11 to 1. You don't use this on television, whatever I'm talking about. How did you sneak in here? My God. Who was that? I didn't know he was here. Excuse me, Gene. I really didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gene Barry is sitting right here. I didn't know you were sitting here, buddy. There he is. Look how good he looks. Beautiful. You realize he's been dead for 3 months? We haven't had the heart to tell him. Look how good he looks. That's that cat. That man, baby. Got that great style and that walk and everything. That's great. He's much younger than Robert Stack, I'll tell you that. Robert Stack is now an ad for Gucci. Luggage. Father, you want to take charge? You want to come up here and get me off here or something? Let me see now. I want to also introduce to you you met our little group here, including Charlie, and I would now like you to say hello to these multi-talented musicians in this wonderful orchestra, probably the best ever in this city. I'm not putting down all the other orchestras in town, but I prefer this particular orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Bravo. It's a little better than the band at the Silver Slipper or the Thunderbird. I mean Thunderbird. Silverbird. I never heard anybody say, I just came from the Silverbird and I had a hell of a time. Holy jeez. Madonna's hot in here. This is Paul Anka's classic arrangement with, classic song, and Don Costa's great arrangement. I hate this song. Oh, I hate this song. Yeah, you sing it for 8 years, you would hate it too. Don't give me that jazz. Sure, I love it. I like to get one every week. The little Arab, he only writes one every 7 years for me. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which I am certain. I've lived a life that's full, traveled each and every highway, and more much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I guess you knew, when I bit off much more than I could chew. But with it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up, then spit it out. I grew tall in spite of it all, and did it my way. I've loved, laughed, and cried. I had my fill, my share of losing. And now as tears subside, I find it's all quite amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy, no, 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 no. It was my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. My
And Don Costa's wonderful arrangement. Thank you very much. Please sit down. Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed the music that we put together for you tonight. And now I'd like to do something else for you. This is a love song, not about a person, about a place. It belongs to you and me. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, or amber waves of grain, your purple mountains' majesty above your fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious and the waves of grain, your purple mountains' majesty above your fruited plains, America, America. And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Nice meeting you. Lead up.